Hello and welcome and welcome and welcome and welcome in and welcome in and welcome in. What? I had this red mark above my eyebrow for ages. I just can't get rid of it. I don't know what it is. Like dry skin, but I keep wetting it. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. Oh, what a night. Late December 63. Very, very special time, 2018, because he was alive in 63. Bosh. Hello, guys. What the hell is happening? Is a game? Wait. Is there maintenance? Is there? God damn it. Is there actually maintenance? Another 20 minutes maintenance. Well, RIP. What we can do instead then is watch this. You ready? Servers down. Oh, fuck. You could have told me that before I started streaming, couldn't you? So I built a new team. Not a new team, but I was like, you know, let me like get a few of the meta players in. I went for a new formation. The formation I went for was the 4-2-3-1. You know why? It used to be the most overpowered formation. I don't get on with the 4-3-2-1. I thought, let me just try it. I really like the 4-2-3-1 in previous years. Let me try it. So I built this team here. We still got the Arsenal contingency for the most part. We got Czech, Saliba, Kivior, Cole, and Rosicki. I actually didn't end up having Eddie and Ketia in there. Or maybe I did actually. And Eddie. I put in Rolfo and Stanway because I thought, you know what, everyone uses Stanway. Can't hear me. Oh, you sure can. And then Ginola and Drogba because they're both amazing. And so I played 4-2-3-1, Stanway and Rolfo at DM. Rosicki right cam and Ketia left cam, Ginola center cam with Drogba striker, right? So I go into a game, got some rivals wins to get. Go into a rivals game as you do. Come up against this guy. He's got better Czech team of the year. Calm, right? He's got Mukiele, about to get that upgrade. GG's PSGG's. Nemanja Vidic 92, but Evo'd. Rafael Varane, Roberto Carlos. Golazo, right? Calm. Then he's got Majri, good card. Bruno Fernandes and Palhinha, good cards. Then he's got Red Jairzinho, Red Mbappe, and 93 Gianluca Vialli. Right, good team overall, isn't it? Good team. So we start playing. I'll let you watch it. I'll let you watch it. Drink my coffee.
What are your expectations for today? Well, thanks, Derek, as always. The scene is set. Two good teams, a great playing surface.
We start playing, and it's instantly evident that this guy's very good. Oh. How did you feel about Majri against you? Was it good? Hold on.
Rafael Varane plays alongside Nemanja Vidic in central defence, and leading the line today is Gianluca Vialli.
Here's me. I actually want let's watch this out first because I want to go and watch back some things that I might have done wrong here. Ball out wide, nice. Then Ketia on the run, nice. Play the ball in there, roll for yeah. See, I've tried to drive that to Drogba, but maybe a play lock there would have been better. If I ball roll scoops, I'm like, okay, it's gonna be a tough game, right? Good tackles. Oh. This guy hits me with a. I can't remember what the skill move's called, but he does like that half skill move and then passes it out of it. I think it comes up pretty soon here. There you go. Little one of those that you see that, like watch Roberto Carlos. He does that like He's about to do that. Like I don't even know what it's called. It's a new thing today where you hold LB this year, where you hold LBRB and push a direction, and then he hits the pass, cancel through it. I get the ball back. That's calm. I hit a little player lock. Try a few other bits and bobs. So yeah, servers down for another 20 minutes apparently. We flip that ball out to Domas Rodivki. He keeps it in. Of course he does. Beast. There, I had chances there as well straight away. I've got to do things a bit quicker. What minute was that? 9th minute. I want to go back to that. This guy hits a player lock. It's only rivals. It's only rivals, but we're in for one. Drag back, cancel part. There you go. The drag, but it's not a drag back though. It's like it's a different skill move. I've got Nketiah through there. Didn't use him. Should have used him.
Very comfortable when in possession.
Oh, could have used Drogba as well, to be fair. Mistakes were made between me and him there. He comes down with Kylian Mbappe, red Kylian Mbappe. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, okay, we're in a game. We're in a game. I'm enjoying it because I'm like, look, new formation, new little team, new little setup. No pressure. Like, it's rivals. Who cares? Win or lose. Doesn't make any difference. Hit him with a little skill move, cancel. They've got to be quicker then again with Cafu. Ball down the line to Domad Rodivki. Oh, we see Drogba in there. We get Drogba in there. Try a power shot. Mistake. He moved his keeper. I could have aimed it near post. I didn't. My bad. And he quit. And he quit. In rivals, guys. In rivals. In fucking rivals. You know? He did like he was obviously like a well good player. I don't understand. Now, I want to go back to the 9th minute. I had an opportunity to do something a bit better here. Ball comes out here to Rodivki. Hey, look at that. Look at Ginola there. I've just got to play that into that space straight away. I could either do a lofted ball, I could do an incisive pass. I could do the precision pass. Gibson, thanks for the 25 months, man. Super Marriott, thanks for the prime, brother. And Tiny Phoenix, thanks for the prime, man. And then even then, when I get here... Oh, that's just the wrong choice, isn't it? That was it. I had the chance. What's up? See here. Look, he puts his arm up. He's there. I even had 2 at the back post as well. I had 2 at the back post. I could have done it. I just got to do it a bit quicker, a bit swifter. A bit swifter. So I didn't realise, guys. I didn't realise that we had maintenance for a little while. So apparently it's until 10. Kings MJ, thanks for the 7 months, man. Hope for a Gunners win tonight. You and me both, man. You and me both. What's the plans for the team of the season RTG? I haven't got that far yet, mate. Haven't even thought about it beyond. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool to do. Yeah, being late. I didn't even know there was maintenance, but isn't it supposed to be till 10? He wanted an easy win and realised you were not that easy. But it's in Division 1. You're not going to get easy wins in Division 1. 10 UTC, so 11-8. Oh, my days. Is it actually another hour before we can get on the game? What's up, Minya? How you doing, bro? I did try side, yeah. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. Well, if they're down for another hour, that's pain, isn't it? How do you know someone quits opposed to being disconnected? Well, in that instance, IOM, are you suggesting that guy just disconnected after he kicked the ball out of play, paused it, and then the game went off? Are you Are you insinuating that he might have just disconnected after that run of events? Maintenance should always be done at the low hours of the game. Morning time Europe is not the way to go. Yeah, a bit dumb. But the best time would be like I would presume at like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. I've got 70 packs saved so far. Hoping to keep saving until Prem TOTS. Not bad for my first FIFA. Packs are easy to get this year, mind you, but until 11 UK. Even web app is down. Play something else for an hour. We can do Sorare. We can start building our Sorare lineups for the upcoming weekend. How about we do a little bit of that? And then when people come in and they're like, ugh, why are you in the wrong game category? You're like, because FIFA's down, you dickhead. Right? We do a little bit of that, yeah? Is notice any pattern a meme? I don't think so, Josh. Also, what's up, Josh? A couple of comments on that short said it. Which one of the most overpowered things in the game? And I was like, what pattern? Yeah, I don't know, genuinely. Didn't EA say that pack saving doesn't work because the promo wasn't out at the time or something? Yeah, like if they did, Hassan, can you please link me that? Why is the game down? They're having a maintenance, it seems. I also like, why are they all Indian and Chinese? Yeah, so I saw that one. I didn't see the look. Took the worst team. Why are they all Indian and Chinese? Evo to Glory is here. 1 like. And that's from me. Fuck you guys, man. Adam, thanks for the 2, brother. What would you recommend doing on Ultimate Team at the moment? Honestly, mate, just like everything that's available. Like grind your 83x10, your 85 player picks, your 82x11 in the store. Get some SBC cards that you like. Just play your rivals, champs, and qualifiers. Do the objectives that are there for the packs. Always good. Is this an actual series or just trying to qualify? Why am I blocked on your Twitter? Prob's 6 likes. Fuck it. Prob's because moron. There seems to be a theme. Notice any pattern? Yeah, I don't know. The fact that somebody else has responded laughing to it, like, suggests that it's something, doesn't it? God knows. The tweet says 10 GMT. The problem this year is I have too much good players. Can't find a good balance on who I like to play well. Yep, that is a problem. That is a problem. My Mathmiathka has ended. Get him gone. You know, guys, for those of you that like Sorare, right? You know how I like get mad attached to my my Sorare players, right? And I'm like, all right, let me just sell them. Right, I cut my losses on some. I sold some. I've got some cash and some ETH in the wallet. And I'm like, let me just sell them, and then let me go and buy some other cool cards, right? Then I get attached to the cash that's in my wallet, right? Because then I'm like, oh, do I really want to spend it on that? And I'm like, I can't, mate. I haven't. It's all just there. It's all just there. I've got a very decent, like, I want to buy Ruben, but I can't bring myself. I'm doing the classic Sorare mistake that I've made so many times, right? Cheap Mbappe went for yesterday. I keep making a mistake, right? Okay, there's one up at 198 now, which is not bad. But the last, oh look at that, you bought one for 131. That's a mad mad purchase. The last 2023 season card. No, do I want 2024? No, it is. Wait, you got a new season card? Oh, no. Yeah, the last one was 2 days ago at 183. Okay, this one now I'm more interested in picking up. Because the ones yesterday were like 260 and stuff, and I was like, I'm just never paying for that. And I think I'm probably going to go and buy him now, actually. Do I want to try and get the on-bid one, 2 days, 3 hours? Is that still within the 3... 1, 2... Ooh, that's before Friday. That's before Friday's cut-off. The problem is if I buy him, if I wait till Friday's cut-off and it goes above the £200 mark, and then this one's gone, I'm going to end up having to overpay or wait again. Yeah, but apparently we've got an hour, guys, until... Let me change the title of the stream and stuff. And I genuinely didn't realise that there was maintenance. What's it even for? Probably like fixing a star head or something, aren't they? They don't have a game on the weekend. Oh, yeah, they don't, yeah. Yeah, I think an offer on this one at like 180. I wouldn't mind paying like one. Don't tell this guy, but I wouldn't mind paying the 200. I think is a decent price because Ruben Diaz is obviously going to be great for the Euros as well. And so I was actually looking at all of the Man City defenders. I wonder if they're still there. Yeah, there you go. So Gvardiol. Is in season. I mean, I know it's the Insta-buy one that I'd never pick up, but his in season is just way too much. Do I reckon you're getting through Benfica on Thursday? No. They're fixing it on Nenny's hair. It's like the issue with City players as well. Like, so what I don't want, like, I don't mind getting a few in-season cards. Like, I need one in-season. Like, okay, let me start from the beginning. I need some in-season City cards, not for this weekend because City don't have a game coming up. But when I look at my City team, you just no game this week. Oh, wrong. My City setup, Ake's obviously injured in and out, on and off the field. This is nice. I just need another defender because Ake's not guaranteed to start. So I kind of need like 3 of the City defenders. So I think in season is still worth it with a few games left. For certain players, yes. And Ruben Diaz is one of those players. Because he will have superb utility throughout the summer as well. And if we look at his scores for Portugal, they're just banging. And so I think for Ruben Diaz, I'm happy to get, if they go through Madrid, even more. But if not, Forest, Wolves, Fulham, West Ham, all nice games. And then the Nations League in September as well, which is nice. And then obviously the Euros as well. So I kind of need to start thinking about what my Euros teams are going to be because I might not have enough cards. So yeah, for him and for Stones is another weird one, man, because you just can't trust that he's going to start for England or for City. So many injury problems, but when he plays, he's a killer. He's banging, isn't he? And then when I look at his price points, 54 quid for his in-season, it just seems way too good. You've called El Neni a lemming and I don't think that now there's maintenance. Don't think that's a coincidence, maybe. Now, one thing I was looking at yesterday, which stemmed from the Cecil Chark, thanks for the 18 months, brother. Let's go to the Munich and boot them out of the UCL. Mate, I'd love that. I'd love that. Yeah, one thing that kind of like interested me is the Premier League prize pool lower this week because there's less teams? Or is it like, first of all, let's forget about the division prize pools, right? Because obviously, I think being in Division 1 doesn't really benefit you that much unless you win, right? If you podium, it's worth it. If you don't, it's worth being in other divisions. $800 for first place of the Premier League prize pool. $650 for first place in contender in-season limited prize pool. Like the Premier League first place prize pool and podium prize pool in general is barely better than contender. Yet contender prices are significantly cheaper than Prems. You think it was 1K before? So okay, so it's gone down because of the even at 1K, like 1K for the Prem versus 650 for contender is mad, isn't it? Could you buy up all of one player then set the price yourself? You could, but it would be stupid. So yeah, obviously, like Premier League and Champion is going to be coming to a close in the next like month and a half, right? 6-8 weeks, something like that. So I feel like I need to be working on like I just want to get a City defender that is going to the Euros because it just makes sense for actually putting in really good in-season teams. But other than that, I want to work on Challenger and Contender in season specifically, including limiteds, because I just don't have good in-season teams. What's going on now? What game is playing now? Ulsan against against Yokohama. Mano did start. So I look at these here. I'm like, do I want to keep Ravas? Why would it be stupid? If you bought all 5 of them Diaz's and just increased the price by $50, you would only need to sell 4, then you have Diaz's free. There's about 200 Ruben Diaz's on the site, Ryan. There's just only 4 of them for auction or for sale. So if I buy all 5 of them for $50 or for whatever they're at and increase the price by $50 and then somebody else lists theirs for $30 less than mine, I'm not selling any. Can you give a quick explanation of Sorare? It's fantasy football, mate. It's fantasy football. But unlike FPL, where you kind of like select the players from a budget assigned to you, you actually buy these players like with your actual money, mohone. So I've got 3 goalkeepers, but of course, Toby Layson and Haitan Kuke are going to run out of games pretty soon. So Ravas is my only in-season goalkeeper. And honestly, the Revs look shocking this year, don't they? They look so bad. Can I earn money on Sorare without depositing? You can, but you probably won't. Like, it's just almost impossible. Then, as you can see, I don't have a single in-season Challenger limited. You would really enjoy FPL. How come you don't play it? Sorare is a million times better than FPL. Paths, thanks for the 15 months, brother. Much appreciated, man. In midfield, I've got Stoikers, who's actually good. Mark Anthony K, also from the Revs, who's awful. Otherwise, I don't have a midfielder. Forwards, I don't have. And extra, then obviously I don't have. So I have 1 in-season player. Let me have a look at no game this week cards, actually. So we've got Tillman, who's also good, but no game this week. And then this guy's terrible. I should probably sell him. Bobby Thomas is probably worth selling as well. Have I made money from this? No. What's up, Rena? How you doing, man? It took me 2 years to have a €300 gallery without depositing. Probably not worth the time investment, but at least it's fun. Yeah, 100%. Would you say it's not worth buying a Prem team at the minute because new season is coming to an end? Yeah, I wouldn't buy a Premier League team right now. That's right. I'd be focusing on MLS primarily, Argentina, and what other league is like Brazil, but they don't really have new season cards. Oh yeah, Asia as well. Asia for sure. For me, for the in-season challenger stuff, I kind of need to commit to a couple of teams that I want to get, or just like a couple of players that I want to get. Diaz might not be the player, but if someone was just required for the top rewards like MLS, Vela wouldn't it make sense to control the supply? Carlos Vela doesn't play for a team at the moment, right? But you can't control the supply. It's stupid because even if you bought up every player, Sorare will auction more, right? So you can't control the price. You'd have to continually invest in buying every single one of every single player. Like if we even take Vela for an example, even though he's not playing for anyone right now, there's 1,139 limited cards, 290 rare cards, 29 super rare cards, and 4 unique cards. It would probably cost me like, I don't know, like 10 grand to buy all of that. And to what end? Like, it's just not worthwhile. You doing that thing with the reward where you don't want to sell with the Rivas? No, I'm genuinely more than happy to get rid of Rabas. I was just kind of looking at what I have in season here, like what's available in season, and this is all of this is it. We're looking at it. Mark Anthony K, I've got listed garbage. Bobby Thomas has been alright. He's had a couple of poor results and whatnot, but I don't even think I'd get like a couple of quid for his in season. Maybe with a player like him, even though he's got the own goal last game, with a player like Bobby Thomas, I'm like, for the £1.50, he's actually all right for like a low division in season team. Maybe when it becomes classic, that's going to be a problem. And I think we're going to start seeing that as time goes on, or at least I certainly am from my own perspective. Is this season's going to be all right for me because I don't actually have too much in season cards, but next season, we're a long time away from next season, mind you, but eventually, my classic cards, eventually I'm just going to have, like, look at next season straight away. I'm going to have Allison, Raya, forget Odysseus, he's probably going to go. I'd be surprised if Muric stayed as well. I'd probably have Ramsdale as well. So that's actually good for there. But then for defenders, it's like, I just, I suppose I haven't bought any like Arsenal new players really. This is where it's a problem. Like this Rice and Havertz as well is something I need to make a decision on because I don't have an in-season setup. Providel's injured, which is a pain in the arse. This team's just shit, innit? You either buy Super Raya or sell them, I think. But in that regard, and this is the issue now, isn't it? So, Red Josh is like with Super Rares specifically because of how scarce they are to buy, how hard they are to pick up and stuff. I don't want to buy a Super Rare right now to get 6 game weeks with Havertz and Rice. When is maintenance over? Apparently at 11, mate. So we've got another hour or so before we get back on FIFA. Now, I could exchange Providel for Raya, even with some cash on top. But, of course, Providel's still injured. It's a shame because, like, for both of them, they've actually sold recently for, like, decent amounts that I would be content with. $2023 Havertz sold for like $560 a month ago. What did I pay for him? I don't even think I paid that much. I also paid $560. Oh, was that me that? No, that was Pranksy that bought it. Yeah, see, look at that. He sold there $455 for an old season. So I reckon I could probably get like £500 or £600 for this Havertz, which I would probably take because it just doesn't serve a purpose in my gallery. Rice is the more interesting one, where it's like his sale 4 days ago for £1,500 from Tofton. What did I pay? I think I paid a bit more than that. Yeah, I paid $2,300 for my for my Rice, but he's won me not a lot to be fair. But then I sit there and look at them as well, and I think, okay, I've got like he's already level 13. This Declan Rice. Perfect time to sell Jonathan too if you wanted rid. I honestly think he's too good. Art. I've been waiting. I've waited so long to have him back, and he's mate since he's been back. Okay, obviously he was out for a long time, like a long time. He missed like almost a full season. Took a little bit of time to get back, but since he's been back proper, like actually playing 90 minutes a game, he's been absolutely banging. They've got a decent like running as well. See, with someone like Jonathan Burkhart being so young, just 23, being genuinely good, I just don't think this price is worth it. I would feel stupid selling him for that price because I think he has more value than that in SO5. I just need to get correct players around him. Like they've got that Adley guy, haven't they? That came from Bayer Leverkusen. Have they? Is that who? Was he injured? Was he out? I swear they've got one player or another that was like some mad. Oh, Amiri, sorry, not Adley, Amiri. So I would do well to like pick up this Amiri super rare if I could, because since he's joined Mainz, he's been banging. Yeah, Amiri is exactly who I meant. And see, I wouldn't mind paying something like this. That's from Sorare as well. I need to like check up on his a few months ago, 100. Look at that. It's crazy how cheap he was going for before he transferred. But I don't want to spend £559 on him now at the back end of the season when he's not going to be going into a lineup that makes sense. What I feel like what I want to do is get Challenger and Contender limited and rare in-season teams, two or three strong ones. And I don't mind it being the same team. I saw Laird was talking about this on his Friday show, where he was talking about just having the same players across multiple divisions. Like if we look at goalkeepers, who's goalkeeper? Start with Contenders. I don't even know who's I'd probably have to go for like one of the Japanese goalkeepers, wouldn't I? J League or the K League, probably the Japanese league. They've got a few better goalkeepers, haven't they? Pop's very good, isn't he? Yeah, the servers are down at the moment. This guy gets good AA in the games that he's played so far. Really good AA. I think that strat works. Yeah, it has to be a top tier player. So someone like Pop, though, right? let's even just start at like limited level, because this would allow me as well to like clean out my gallery. If I just bought the players I wanted, everything else can just go. I could just be like, yeah, I don't care about that. Like that Ravas, just go, like get rid of everything else. If we look at this pop, damn, see, even that, like probably looking about 60 quid. For me to buy 3 of him, it's like 180 quid. But that's obviously the most expensive area. And then for the Yokohama Marinos, we'd then go and get what's that? What's that centre back? Eduardo. Is he still banging? No. Wow. What happened to him? Is he injured or something? But I probably would get like a. They rotate massively, do they? As you can see, though, this is probably the defender you'd go for with Pop, though, wouldn't you? Because he's got the most minutes out of everybody else. Those scores just aren't really good enough, though. Maybe I wouldn't go for Pop then. I would want like a really good defender goalkeeper pairing to get 3 times. Benici Mori's not bad. Decent AA. Has the odd, like, what I like about him, other than that one there, a 0, he doesn't get bad scores. You know, he doesn't get like line-up killing scores. For in-season lineups, example Prem, is there any big disadvantage to using 4 times in-season and 1 classic? Just a small loss on a bonus and not 1 player. Correct. Yeah, that's the biggest downfall. Although, when you look at like some of my players, that I can use in season, I have 15% on Bukayo Saka, and so you will struggle to find an in-season Bukayo Saka with more XP than me. I don't like the old goalkeepers. Getting some banging scores, any fair play. I just don't like the old goal. Although, to be fair, for the J League, 36 years old isn't that bad. Damn, he's actually a solidly consistent goalkeeper, isn't he? Looks like he got injured, and that's why he had the time away. The thing about the goalkeepers as well, like for someone like Kim Jin Hyun, is that I could comfortably buy the old season ones. Because I could just put in season for the defenders, midfielders, and attackers. And then for the limited level, he's actually quite tempting, I can't lie. I have no idea, Eli, sorry, brother. I'm not in control of that. The thing that's like frustrating, because I was looking at the J League and K League the other day as well, and I ended up not spending anything because I can't decide. I can't commit to actually buying something and doing something. I can't decide who I want. Who have Cerezo Osaka got as a defender? Oh wow, it looks like he's a good player. Jesus, he doesn't hit those like deep greens, but he's very bloody consistent, isn't he? I think you'll like Vissel Kobe. Could have got Arai, another oldie goldie. I already don't like Vissel Kobe. But it looks like their goalkeeper got injured. Oh, he got sent off. Yeah, he's not bad for some good scores, to be fair. Sakai. He's been around for a while, Sakai, hasn't he? Yeah, looks like a constant starter as well. He's pretty good. Relies on decisives, but gets quite a lot. He's pretty good. Doesn't rely on decisives and gets good scores. He reminds me of this guy that we were just looking at. This guy doesn't get any decisives either. When he does, he gets like the deep greens. He's in national team, so he's locked number 1. At Suse on set pieces. This, not the Arai goalkeeper, the other goalkeeper, right? This guy. And then you've got, who have we got in the midfield? Not that I need to get a midfielder. Like, I can go and buy just like the best midfielder and best forward. Obviously, I want some synergy for making sure we can play players always together. Damn, I used to own a rare Savio. Oh my days. God. I'm going to click on all, right? And you're going to see him. DNPs, orange scores, yellow scores. Look at this. This is when I had him like in this area here. And maybe like I've had him for a long time. I got rid of him because he just wasn't performing. It's probably more like this region here is where I had him. And now all of a sudden, this motherfucker's like the best guy on the platform. What the hell? I could certainly go with a Savio. Does he have in season though? It doesn't look like it, does it? Oh, he has. Wow, it's like double the price. He plays for a bad team, but everything goes through him. Who else we got? Gustafsson, Lucas Fernandez. Good old Wakizaka. Got a bit of a downtrend of form, isn't he? In season is 38. His old season is 17. That's mad. Every time I watch you on Sorare, I have to give my head a check. I get jealous and FOMO seeing you go this in depth, go through all these rare and super rare cards. In your rewards, I have to check myself, remind myself our budgets are miles off, and I need to take my expectations, mate. My gallery isn't as strong. Like I was thinking about this the other day. Like the value of my gallery, according to Sorare data, I don't actually think is anywhere near true. Like I don't think it's anywhere near true. I would say it's way less than that. Like for example, if we look at roster prices, no one is paying that Providel. Yeah, that's his price point. No one's paying that. Providel's I don't even want to guess, but I'd say like maybe like 1,500. Yeah, so even that his last sale was like 2,000. He's got to be worth less. Like, it's also like a lot of the players that I've got that had value. They're so overpriced that I'm never even really going to win that value back. Servers are down till 11, guys, for FIFA. Wakizaka, don't think I like. I'm playing for the Reds. Wow. Damn, he's getting a lot of AA. I'm from Hacken. Has he got new season cards? No. He hasn't got any cards. Oh, he's getting sold in bundles. Only there unlimiteds, but won a few cards. Kickoff rare was out. I have a few cards which have gone in price, like Mac and Allison. But I use them, so I don't want to sell. Yeah, that's fair enough. I like this guy, but I don't like the fact he's only in bundles. that suspension for him? He gets decent AA and a few decisives. Shonan Belmera are one of the worst teams, though, aren't they? I wouldn't mind a bit of Savio. Albert's still kicking about, is he? Yeah. Oh, wait, he hasn't played for... Oh, it looks like he got... Wait, did he get injured? Or is he just dropped? Might be a good time to buy Albert if he's injured. No new season cards for him. Not for rare, anyway. £21 for him. Damn, that's actually mad. £11. Mids in J League and K League kind of suck. That means everyone will be in the same boat, though, won't they? When it just becomes a J League and K League in general. Another 2 hours at least. No, 11 o'clock comes back, it says. I can't believe somebody like this is £11 for his classic card. Yeah, I feel like I should be like going and buying a few classic Elbears as well. Like picking up all 3 of these classic Elbears and running him in 3. Elbear should be back soonish. And then I would need an extra. Mr. Sho Sasaki. He would be a good extra. I feel like that as a team would be good. A goalkeeper centre-back pairing. So if those clean sheets come in, we're happy days. Sho Sasaki, who's a banger scorer. Savio, who's a banger scorer. And Albert, who's a banger scorer. And then just buy them 3 sets of classic, 3 sets of in-season, all in limited and all in rare. Jan Matthews is better. I couldn't deal with this. This whole not starting every game thing. His scores look very good, but... He hasn't actually missed many games. He just doesn't start all of the games. Look at that. He's only started 28 and 23 of them off the bench. A bit mad, isn't it? I think I have one of him. Oh, I did have one of him. He's a banger. He's a banger, actually. His AA is insane. Sanfrecce Hiroshima. Damn. Buying 6 of each feels like a major pain when one of them gets injured, dropped. Yeah, it's a strategy that I like. I like the idea of for sure. But in practice, you're going to have to like have like the play obviously would be like this guy, for example, right? If he got injured, what was he, a forward? I would just have one of the other forwards, like this guy here. And so it's like, you know, worst case scenario, we plug him in for a few games whilst the other guy's injured. Mitsuta's a banging option. I really like. I've liked the idea with collections, but I don't think it's going to work because it's very, very situational. But I like the idea of just getting 5, 6, maybe like Led. Like I say, Led was talking about it, and I loved the idea before as well. And Led kind of like spoke about it and got me to thinking, yeah, do you know what, that'd be mad. But I love the idea of just getting 5, 6, maybe 7 slappers, absolutely buying, you know, in season and classic for them, and then being like, yeah, banging, let me just run these every week, because on those weeks where they go off, I am winning so much. And then, for example, because this contender, it's not like I don't have some other contender players. Look at the limited rares. you know, I wouldn't have to like rush it. Like, oh, does anyone know why Dominguez didn't play last game for Liga de Quito? But it's like I could go and sell my Guzmans. You know, okay, he's decent. Tigres are all right, but it's like he's old and he always lets me down. You know, Pestyakov can go. Soriano can go. Jose Caro can go. But all of these cards here, Ilgu Park can go. Like, he would probably fund the pickup of a couple of the players that I wanted. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to keep all of these players if I already knew that it's like I could basically just streamline my gallery to just having the players that I want. And at that point, the only thing I would ever need to contend with is either buying somebody else who's incredible to replace somebody else in a team, or buying somebody who's injured and getting a replacement for them for several games. And even then, you could buy that replacement and then sell them when the injured player comes back. Let me do the good old concepts that everybody hates. Oh, they don't have the thingy. So we're free to play. You can play for free, yes, but to say it's free to play, I don't know if I would call it free to play. You can play for free. Actually, go for. I probably would buy some Bears because out injured. It feels like he's underpriced at £11. Last 1 year doesn't matter, does it? So since they came back. Obviously, the percentages would be way higher. Just kind of looking at. What's up, Cam's Clutch? How you doing, man? I don't mind that as a setup. 2 from Sanfrecce, Savio, 2 from Vissel Kobe. I also do like the idea, though, as well, of like having an all Sanfrecce setup. Although, look at that, those scores. There's no one there with like banging scores, is there? Even in the games that they win, they just don't really get like mad scores, do they? And this guy's supposed to be real good as well. He's old. Yeah, he's decent. I think that's the optimal play. No J League team is fully stackable. Yeah. And then obviously in the Korean League as well, there's a lot of players that's was decent. Actually not. Jesus Christ, their forwards are in dire situations, aren't they? Midfielders are okay. I already own some of these though. I've already got Lee Dong Yong. I've already got Yumbit Graham. The defenders are not the best either. Christ. When will FIFA be back? In about 30 minutes, apparently. I think one of the more popular teams I've seen is for Sanfrecce plus Wakizaka. it would enable, like, it literally just would enable me to get rid of like Armani and such. But like, do I really want to get rid of Armani, or do I want to go and get one of the River centre backs? At least for in season, I think I'd start with like these new, this like a setup like this. So crazy to see a shitter from EA team in FC is so rare. I don't think they're in the game, mate. Because they all play in like India and China, and neither of those leagues are licensed on So Rare. They just won't be in the game. I need to like pull the trigger on something. Do you know what I mean? I need to actually commit. Like, do I want this 5? If yes, why? Why not? You know, why not like Elbear? Why, like, do I want them in season, or do I not? Do I want to get collection bonus around them, or do I not? Like, how much am I committing is the question to this team here, and what chances does it genuinely have to yield? You wouldn't mind if over the course of the season we hit like 5 to 10 sort of like 25 pluses. You're making a good portion back. When can we play again? Apparently 11 o'clock, mate, is when the servers come back. Hopefully sooner, but apparently 11. You know, if we constantly had like a Division 1, Division 2 team as well, if we do manage to pop off one of the game weeks, it covers off the whole team, just one game week. The problem with like someone like Volpe is I don't think he has new season cards. He doesn't. Also, he hasn't played in God knows how long. Like I like to win cash on So Rare more than I like to win cards, because cards I tend to just hoard and not sell, whereas cash is like, it allows me to buy who I want. How come this guy's out? What's his problem? Did he get injured? Looks like he got injured. Like, I do like the this again. This is where I've got to, like, for example, Contender Classic. There's no point me buying certain classic players because I've actually got really good Contender Classic teams. We've got Armani, we've got Dominguez, Caro and Soriano probably should be sold. We've got Ilgu Park, who's decent. We've got Kim Jong-hoon once he comes back from under 23. We've got Nishikawa, who probably should be sold maybe. But I've got so many goalkeepers. I'd rather, like, I don't need to invest in the goalkeeper situation. Like, we've got Armani, we've got Diaz, right? That's a good duo there. Maybe I could do a little bit better about getting some collection bonus on these guys. But overall, that's decent, right? In midfield, again, I've got some mad options. Even forget the in-season cards that are there. Texiera's a good option. Yumbit Garam's a good option. Did he actually play? Did he get... Oh, he started. He only got 10 AA. How long did he play for in this game? He played the whole 90 minutes. Didn't get anything offensively. Fair enough. Even like Ryu Jae-moon is doing really well for Seoul as well. Romulo's back. You know, when I look at, like, Idris has actually had a couple of poor games in a row. Oh, I didn't use Brunetta in the last game. He got 89 points. He wasn't even slated to start. He scored 2 goals. Oh, wow. I didn't play Goriara or Brunetta in this game, and goal for Goriar and 2 for Brunetta. I love that. I love that. Big fan of that. Big fan of that. Brunetta's actually probably like one of the better forwards for me there as well. It's just about like the synergy of these players playing together, which is going to be a bit of a problem. Even if we've got like Canales in, like I've got really good rares, man. I need to get an understanding of like when Mexico goes on break, who am I going to use here? Like who am I going to use instead of Brunetta and Canales? Idrissi won't be there. Lovric won't be there. Song-Min Q will be there. And it will be the Liga de Quito cards or the Jean-Book cards. Oh, like Texiera will be there, I suppose. New team of the season screen on EA FC 24. Is it? Is maintenance finished then, Habib? How does Sorare work? So it's fantasy football, but unlike FPL where you like buy the cards from the assigned budget and like whatever, you actually buy the cards yourself for real. But it's not back. How do you know there's a new screen then? We can see. Oh, we can see the screen, can we? I actually think I've been logged in. Oh no, there we go. I'm not sure, Rick, how the new system works because I can't like enter it. It's uneligible for me. Get up for you. So I'll try and get it. I'll try. We're into it a few times. See if we can get it to pop up. Or you could just, if you're on PSN, just send me a picture of it if you want on PSN. Oh, that one. That's been there since yesterday. If that's the one you're talking about. Yeah, that's literally been there since last night. This is the part of Sorare where at the moment I get like I get confused. I've got so much quality, but it's just not. It doesn't have synergy. What would probably be better? I started doing it. The in-season, my in-season Division 1, I called it. Good team needs a goalkeeper after Roman season ends. So we've got Leo Roman in season. I actually like Bernau is not bad, except again he didn't start last game and I expected him to do so. Baturina's good and backfiring on all cylinders, which is great. Oh, and FDR, is he back from injury now? Let's go. Although it's a bit late in the season, but see the forwards are just a bit meh. Could probably use a better one. In fact, could definitely use a better one. And then Wanazek there, so I could go for any forward. It doesn't have to be an in-season. Like, I genuinely feel like that as a team, for example, is really good. Wish EA had done a splash screen teasing tonight what is replacing Team of the Week. I don't think there'll be anything, mate. Peter, thanks for the 7 months, man. Much appreciated, bro. Like, honestly, this is just a banging team if Bernauer starts. Although, up against Lokomotiv Zagreb, I want them to keep that clean sheet. And then, in-season, Team 2, decent team, needs Zagreb goalkeeper and new forward. That's because I had Baturina and Bernau in there. And that's where it's like, again, like, this is what I mean, like, where I need to make moves on the gallery. I really should be getting the Zagreb goalkeeper, even if it's classic season, to go with Bernau and Baturina. I don't like how they changed it for limited. Used to just enter each league. Now I need a full team. Kind of makes me feel like I should just sell the cards I have. You could just put it into All-Star still, or in cap modes, until you can like arrange your gallery to fit the new competitions. I always think about like if I was to start again, like from scratch right now, would I have any of these players in my contender in season? The answer is actually maybe. Wanizek, Baturina, and Brunetta are all very, very good. Don't have a limited keeper though. Only one I got was from Rewards. He's an 18-year-old who's never played. You can still put that 18-year-old, like if you're in Division 5 and Division 4, you could still get rewards with a 4-man team. If I show you the leaderboard from the week just gone, we go to like, let's go to Contender Classic D5. There you go. That guy didn't have a goalkeeper. He finished 22nd. That guy didn't have a defender. He finished 94th. That guy's goalkeeper for shit. That guy's striker didn't play. Like you can still win. Like look at that. This guy literally won a reward, 22nd place. He got a tier 3 from Contender Classic Division 5 with these crappers, basically. Yeah, also these days keepers are very, very, very cheap for sure. What's his tier 3? So we got this guy, Oli Sater. Not a terrible card. Couple of quid's worth of a card. I like looking at the. I'm gonna have to come. But once, do you know what? Okay, I started streaming at 9:30, guys, because I was like, let me get ahead. Let me get my rivals wins in. Let me get my FC24 stuff sorted before I go and pick the kids up from school. And then, lo and behold, game's down. And that's a pain. What I want to see is in classic. This is classic. I go to rewards. This is what I like, man. Like Challenger Classic Season 1. How do we see again who got what out of the boxes? I know there was a way to see the box rewards. Oh, here we go, boxes. I can't have a second account on Sorare, I'm afraid. What? I mean, nobody. Oh, there we go. Boxes, filter by tier. Challenger Limited Classic D1. God damn. See, this guy. I want to find somebody that finished low. This guy. Who did he win out of that box? Brian White. Wait, what? Is it just in his not even in his account? Am I being dumb? Can I just not see it? Maybe he hasn't opened it yet. Maybe. Let's have a look at this guy then. 739th. Yeah, there you go. Malik Tillman. He won from Challenger Classic Season Div 1. Challenger Classic season Div 1. He finished 186th. And from his box, got Malik Tillman. Damn, he actually paid 150 quid for this keeper a couple of years ago. He's been on the site for a long time. £6 that Donny. Won that guy. I honestly love seeing stuff like that. Like, I want to find somebody that's like mad low. Do you know what I mean? That got a decent reward. Have a look at Challenger Classic D2. This guy. These are the kind of ones. These are the kind of stories, man. Who did this guy win? Oh, also Tillman. So he won Malik Tillman from Classic D2. With that. Oh, is it? Oh, am I looking at champion? Oh, it was his contender team for the last guy as well. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. He won this in Challenger. So he actually won it with this team, didn't he? Even still, that team is a genuine. Oh, it's not bad. It's not bad actually. Like Mihailovic is good. Saloy is usually a bit better. And this guy, do you know what? This guy's probably sitting there cursing. He's probably sitting there thinking, "Oh damn, man, I finished 1200th. I'm gonna get one box. How dead is that? How dead this team was. Let me down." Then he's like, "Boom, Malik Tillman, 25 quid in the bag." Oh wow, the guy who finished on podium got McAllister out of a box. That's pretty mad. Got all competitions. Filtered by stars. What did this guy? I won Lars Unnestall from Challenger Classic D2. Challenger Classic D2. My guy won Lars Unnestall with 326 points. Do you have to buy players with money to play? Yes. Ultimate Team is online now. That Tillman was more expensive than the entire team. At his current price, yeah, but at the cost price for the guy, no. This is where I love the boxes. Like you can honestly just have a shit week with one of your teams and still come out on top. I do enjoy it. Rejected my offer. Didn't even See, now he knows, right? Now he knows. He's like, he offered 180, I rejected. He offered 190. Now he's going to reject and just be like, you're just going to buy him because for £7, you're not going to squabble. The thing about the box is the high divisions, you get a player that are decent, not Tillman level. They start at tier 3, so not an absolute pile of shit. Yep. Mate, it's mad. What I want is the lowest ranked player. Look at that. Oh, it was that guy, that Mats Hung guy that won Martinez. What did he win him from? Champion D3. Jesus Christ. He won with this. One of his players didn't even play. And again, he was probably cursing. He's like, oh, for crying out loud, you know? How much did he spend on... Oh, wait, this is in-season. He didn't get... Wait, he played his in-season team in Classic. I mean, it worked out for him, but what? He paid £6 for him. That's £8 in total. £9, £10 in total. 12, maybe £13 in total. He paid £16 in total for this team. £16. And it won him an Emiliano Martinez worth like 60 odd quid. And it came from a box. And look at that. Martinez is like most. This is only ever. Oh, it doesn't even come into the rewards, but it's literally like 50-60% of his whole gallery valuation is at Martinez. Unless you are petty AF. Yeah, he rejected it again. Oh, he sent me a counter offer. 192. Do it. Give me that Ruben D. And now I'm like, do I want to go and get a City player to get up to 2% or 3%? See, like that, and there's cards here that like, how is Kovacic 24? That says starting at. Is he on auction? He's actually 20. Like, I know he doesn't play all the time and stuff, but Calvin Phillips might even be a good pickup here as well because he'll go somewhere where he will play, maybe in the Championship, but still. I'd love it if SRD had reward boxes to the SO5 rewards, but yeah. Kovacic might have that Euro play time too. Do you know what? He should, shouldn't he? Who else is he contending with in that midfield? Modric, Brozovic. But this is where I get caught up in the bad side of things, right? Because I'll end up buying like Kovacic, John Stones, Calvin Phillips, and then I'll plug them into teams because I've got them and I'm like, well, I've got him, I might as well use him, instead of just buying Rodrigo. Just having Rodrigo would just be way better. He is one of the best players on earth, on the platform. He'll be a shoe-in for the Euros. But then do I want to buy him now? I don't know. Do I want to spend that much money on a card that's going to be like half the price in 2 months' time? But then if I do want to get 2% or 3% on here, I'm going to need to get some of these players. No jersey mints. Bad. Why is servers down? I don't know, mate. It's just maintenance. And it's kind of like a, you know, I remember when I bought like the Arsenal collection, the Reds collection, the Liga de Quito collection, and I was like, in my head, I was like, yeah, the great thing is like next season I'll be able to use them and this and that, and it's like to a degree, it's true. But for example, with like LDU Quito, first and foremost, Dominguez didn't play last game, but Dominguez Quintero as a combination is still banging if Dominguez plays. I just don't understand why Dominguez didn't play. But then, like, fucking Alvarado, he hasn't even got off the bench in 4 games. Oh, for crying out loud, man. You know, he was one of the best players on the platform. I paid a lot of money for him, and then his career just went down the pan. And so it's now like, once you look at what I've got available here from LDU Quito, Oscar Zambrano is an interesting one because he obviously was supposed to be done for like doping or something. And then again, I've got no good attackers. Liga de Quito don't have a good attacker. They don't have a like licensed attacker. FC24 is down, yeah. Jose Angulo is not very good. Theo Bongonda, paid a lot of money for him. He's trash. Barini's not getting back into the team, even though he's fit now. It's just all a pile of shit, isn't it? Lovric came on as a sub, got a goal, 2 goals, I think, actually. Yeah, got 2 goals, came on, didn't play the next game. But calm. And so it's players like this that I really struggle with. Because I'm like, Dominguez and Quintero are a good combination. They are. Jesse Benet is very good. I might actually be able to sell Benet on for a little bit. And he's won me some decent, I think. Yeah, maintenance on Ultimate Team is due back any minute now, guys. He was banging before his injury. And straight back in with great AA after his injury. Just a shame they only have 6 games left. I pay for him. 116. He's won me a very reasonable amount already. And then he's still worth like 60, 70 quid. Don't know if you already knew the Korean guy's going to Gimcheon soon. Yep. Do they play though, don't they? Is it this one here, Gimcheon Sangmu? He should be a starter for them, right? Yeah, he should be a starter for them. Leaving games aside, don't you think the UCL games have been the best you've seen in years? Yeah, the quarterfinals have been absolutely phenomenal. We'll say there is a big skill difference between players who are in City squad and LDU. City players should be good somewhere. LDU don't have that guarantee. But it's about like the yield, isn't it? You know, you spend £100 on a player. At least my perspective is anyway. I want to win £100 back, cover that player's cost. At that point, it doesn't matter what goes wrong with them. I don't know. I need to spend like a proper day just planning out teams, figuring out what I really do want, so that it leads me into what I really don't want. I was trying to farm off some crappy super rare. Doesn't even play, like, give over. Honestly, it's just hard. Like, it's just hard to know, like I say, like, this in-season team is all right? It's all right. But if you were to ask me, would you buy this team? I wouldn't. NepentheZ, I'm happy with. Baturina, I'm happy with. Brunetta, I'm happy with. I would buy those 3 players. I was looking at buying those players anyway. I did buy Brunetta. I won Baturina and NepentheZ, but I like those. But Bernau and Roman, that should just be a different goalkeeper centre-back pairing. Yeah, foot still down, guys, yeah. But then it's like, what goalkeeper and centre-back pairing? Okay, so now we go to the K-League and J-League. So if we actually look at who is the best goalkeeper in the... I want the best goalkeeper that's actually going to be playing throughout the summer. Kim Jin-hyun. He's good, but they don't have a defender. They did have that one defender, didn't they, that was like a good AA scorer, this guy. That, for me, would probably be the goalkeeper and centre-back pairing that I'd go for. EA play price increases. Monthly $5.99 from $3.99. Yearly $35.99 from $19.99. Jesus Christ. When did I start playing So Rare? When did I start my gallery? May 2021. About 3 years ago now. This El Kobe guy is actually better. He's in a national team. So he isn't just good in only SO5. He just doesn't seem to score as well. I would go for Hatu Suse. Name. What? Just doesn't score as well. I know he might play in the Japanese national team. He's actually on the bench against Syria and Korea. He's in the national team, but he's not the national team goalkeeper. This guy's decent for sure. I just don't like the goalkeeper. This guy's very good. He might just be worth picking up as an extra, as a defender anyway, instead of Sho Sasaki. Or I could have this combination, these two here, and this combination, and that's 2 in-season goalkeeper defender setups. Who said to be back 11? EA apparently did. Serves a backup on PS5 for you. Just helps if the player's actually good in SO5 and in real life. But it's respective, right? Because this is a contenders league. So there's no point having, like, it doesn't help in this regard. Like, it doesn't actually help the fact that this guy is the Japanese goalkeeper if over the course of time he gets worse scores than this guy who's not the Japanese goalkeeper. Doesn't mean anything. Could you still earn enough off of Sorare to be able to make a living as you could when you first started? You can, but it requires both a significant time investment and a significant financial investment. Like if you look at Pranksy, he won in terms of cards. Matthew Smith, Marcelo Andres Herrera, Gressel. What we got, like 200. He won Marvin Dux, $3,000. He won Luis Diaz, 8-9 grand. He probably won about like 10-12 grand's worth of players. And then in terms of cash, he won 9 grand's worth of cash. So he's probably won like 20 grand, right? Which is a lot of money for anyone in one game week. But he's invested £1.5 million. So at that point, that investment is significant to win 20 grand, and that's not guaranteed every week. What did he win the prior weeks? 466. Got £700. Star super rare. Pretty big to be fair. Oh, it was Luis Diaz again. How about that? Oh no, that was like the super rare they won just before. Damn, he won 2 Luis Diaz's. Who was the star that he won? There you go, he won Patrick Schulte, under 23 super rare goalkeeper, on Christian Romero. He's doing all right, man. He's doing all right. He's winning a lot. He's winning a lot. But as I say, the cash investment, the financial investment was huge, but also the time investment for him to set his lineups up properly and stuff like that, it's going to be tough. Then you got I think in terms of like making a living off of it, I don't think the consistency is available anymore. But then you got like Tofton last week, won 2.5 grand in cash for winning Premier League in season super rare, which is obviously banging. But it's just you just can't like rely on it the way you used to be able to, I suppose. Is there a career in this, do you think? I think any proper career, like you could be like a not Pavel, you could be a trader. Traders will make way more money on this game if they're good at it, of course, than like the SO5 players. You could be somebody like Pranksy that has a huge gallery and just mops up a good amount every single week. Whether or not that would be worth it for the investment, there's probably a lot of other things he could put £1.5 million into that would give him a better yield every week. But I think where you're going to see careers come from Sorare, if it hits the masses, is through content. Because when you look at the content on FPL, this is a free-to-play game where you don't win anything, and these guys get mental views. They are making a career from FPL because of their like knowledge, information, understanding, things like that. I think that's where Sorare has the potential to be a career for somebody, is in the content creation, teaching people how to play the game, showing people the best methods, showing people how to strategize and things like that. But because it's not like FPL in a different sense where people could just dip in and out of players like they want, it also doesn't really have that same sort of narrative either. I'll be fascinated to see how much Pranksy has to invest next year for in-season. Yeah, so I was going to talk about that anyway. I didn't get to it with my own ramblings, but there is going to become a time where people just have way too much old season cards. Like, old seasons are just going to become... I don't like... Surely they're just going to continually drop in price. Surely they're just going to continually drop and drop and drop as more cards get purchased and shoved back to old season. Are we going to have to start seeing 4, 5, 6 entries available to give use to the cards? In terms of Pranksy for his in-season, I don't know how many cards you need in. Don't you only need 2 in-season cards for super rare for unique? Is it, or is it 3? Oh, it's 3. Still going to be a fair old chunk, isn't it? But also, he's going to win cards that he can use. I know, like, I don't think it's logical for 99.9% of the people that play this game. But he has already won some banging cards in season. I genuinely think Pranksy could win the in-season cards instead of having to buy them. Who's he won? Who's he won that actually plays well? Loftus-Cheek, yes. Tillman, yes. Simeone's decent. Gnabry, yes. Malpai at least plays. Caicedo's decent. Dux is good. Diaz is good. But of course, that's been won over several months, not several weeks. I think he's very much an edge case anyway. Genuinely mad. His gallery. Mbappe unique, man. 122 grand he spent on this card. Just mad to look at. It's just mad to look at how good his gallery is. Explain what is the end goal for these games for a FIFA player who never played those. I think the end goal is different for a lot of different people, mate. Some people's end goal is to make money. Some people's end goal is to have fun. Some people's end goal is a combination of the two. Some people's end goal is to collect. Like there's a few groups of players that I have, for example, that I would just never sell ever, right? One of them, of course, is the Arsenal collection. I've got every single Arsenal player on this game from the 2022-2023 season, which, as you can see by the cards, is a launch edition. And so I will just never sell these cards. Like I don't care if they're worth £100 million or £1. I will just never sell these cards because I just love them. Like this is like a really just a really nice collection for me to have. Damn, this guy's catching up. Lowy boys. He actually could overtake me as the number one player. He must have gone for some jersey mints and stuff. $100 million though. Mate, if they're worth 100 million, then everything else in my gallery is worth loads as well. So I'd be all right. The number one mint there, Cedric. Selling it for £11. I paid about like 60 quid, I think, for my Cedric. I'm very tempted to pick up that Cedric. See, this is where I'm going to get in trouble again now, trying to buy cards I don't actually care about. That's actually well cheap for a number 1 Arsenal rare. Oh, there's 4 first mints here as well. Isn't that mad? Look at that. These guys are trying to like whore off the limiteds. Way more expensive than Cedric's card there. EA just tweeted saying back on at 12. God damn it. I should have just ended stream really. Servers are up. Where does the card supply come from? From Sorare. I paid £136 for my Cedric. And he's now £5 for his in-season. I feel like that'd be a waste of £12 because I don't actually need him, but it'd be nice to have the number 1 of. Never mind. The fact that it's been up for 12 hours and no one's bought it shows its value. But yeah, anyway, so I've got a few collections. Like, for example, I will never sell my Liga de Quito collection either. Because every single card that I have is the number 1 mint, first version of the card ever. And I paid over the odds for a lot of these cards. But I have the number 1s of all of them. And so that just makes me happy in my pants. And that's why I'll never sell them. I think they're my only 2 completed collections. Yeah, my Arsenal rare this season, I don't have much. Raya, Timber, Jorginho, Trossard. But like now would be a good time for me to start picking up some of these players, to be fair, like on auction, and get my XP on this team up as well, so that next season I'll have 2 Arsenal collections that are 5% collection bonus and level 20. EA have said 1 PM, have they? They've extended it by 2 hours. Auction. Yeah, I could probably get Fabio Vieira, Thomas Partey, and Ketia, and Reece Nelson for like nothing. UTC is 12 PM UK. No, it's not. It's like real card collecting just online with virtual cards. That is one element to it, yeah. Downtime was 6 AM to 11 AM. No, it's till 12. It was till 10 AM. Anyway, see now I've gone away from what my plan. Right, let me start building my lineups again. We'll start in contender. Contender rare. No, I do want Kim Jin Hyun. The Sarazako goalkeeper. The question I have for myself is, do I want his classic or do I want his in-season? A, for in-season 1 competition, but also, do I want his classic for in season. It's 12 o'clock Wednesday, Greenwich Mean Time. We're not in Greenwich Mean Time at the moment, Optic Twiglet. We're in daily. We're in like BST. We're in British Summer Time at the moment. You need 3 new cards for the J-League special. Yeah, nice. I really, really, really need to, right? This is what I feel like I need to do. And I know Josh is going to be like, I built a spreadsheet for this and I didn't use it. But I really need to like kind of like map out what I want, buy what I want, put aside also like some other pieces that make sense to keep. Like there's just no point selling like a Romulo. He's just way too good, right? But then everything that's not part of the strategy going forwards or the extra pieces that just make sense just has to go, or unless it's part of a collection, it just has to go. Damn. 170. That was the in-season. Actually feels like this this price point here for him is actually just quite good, isn't it? He's really low XP, which is a shame. I bet I could probably get him to up to 3% XP with like no time at all. That was you. Oh, it was you. Yeah, look at that, £170. Yeah. Do with him. Nice little 20 quid there, isn't it? Build a spreadsheet for this. Yeah, I know. I know. I just don't like using spreadsheets on stream. I don't know why. You only just bought it for next week? Gotcha. If I was online, I'm going to offer him 105. I also want Borizato. Lee Dong-yong, baby, let's go. My God, I think he's actually in a dead lineup for me, but... Oh, no, he's not. El Capitan, baby, cap 240 rare. Give me that cash. Although my cheesing might be dropped, but hopefully not. Zooming Q with another assist. Mate, he's been so good this season. The last 3 games. Mate, Lee Dong-yong is just... Yo, what's up, Channy Pal? Is just goated, isn't he? What, like, I can't believe I won him as well. Probably one of my best... probably one of my best rewards in a long time in terms of, like, SO5 capability. Mate, use it there. Got Otto. What is Otto? Not. I guarantee you, Sorare would sell way more cards from InstaBuy if their prices weren't extortionate. It's crazy, man. Like, I get it. They probably get the odd InstaBuy here or there. But anyone buying that Noborizato for £94 on InstaBuy is a moron. Like a genuine moron. What season was the card that I just offered for? 2023. Oh, I could get... Oh, it's Kawasaki Frontale. It's not the Osako card. Never mind. Why is the EA servers down? Just maintenance, mate. That's all. I don't know why, I'm afraid. All right, we're gonna get this Noborizato. on. To be fair, the last in season went for £75. And a Borozzato. Christ. Yeah. I suppose it's in season. I struggle a lot with when I see that to that. I struggle a lot. Like, that's 2.5x the price for a classic versus an in-season. It's very, very, very hard to justify paying that. When am I hopping on FIFA? When it's back, mate. When it's back. That is madness. Look at that. All Insta-buys as well. It's only up to £17, mind you, but still. And that's why they pay these. That's why they put it up, isn't it? I also think you are a moron paying 75. Yeah, I think 75 for him is crazy. That's his number one, went for 40. Be interesting. I wonder if there's a way to, like, do you only need 3 at limited level as well for that tournament? But cards we bought a year ago crashed that much anyway. Might as well get some cash in the meantime. Yeah, FIFA's down. FIFA's down. Optic Twiglet, thanks for the 2 gifted subs, man. I do appreciate that. 3 rare and limited. I don't want to put together a list of names. I want the name Kim Jin Yeon. I want no Borozzato. That'd be team 1. Team 2 will be Meikawa and Atsuse. Yeah, it's down until 1 p.m. Maybe change the title to avoid confusion. What's wrong with the title reading? Oh, FIFA back 11 a.m. That's why. Makes sense. EA have done me dirty, haven't they? I thought I just had FIFA back, like FIFA maintenance on. 1 p.m. What are they playing at? Don't realize I've got videos to make. Selfish. EAR here, right here. Selfish. Can you see my Arsenal team? FIFA's down, mate. I can't get on the game. You can't get on the game. No one can get on the game. We can't. If I could get on the game, I'd show you, but we can't. Should hop on the content creator server. I should. I definitely want those 2. Can't decide if I want them in season or not. No, yeah, I even feel like for him, £18 is just a lot. They've tweeted maintenance till 1 p.m. Yeah, maintenance has been delayed, unfortunately. Right, let me go and grab a coffee whilst I deliberate what I want to do here. one of the things now that kind of makes me hesitant to just buy players and makes me more in tune with just using what I've got until it's no longer worth using is that this guy's like £14, right? £18, whatever. Like at this point, I'd probably actually buy this one here because I'd want the collection score. But then again, I'd probably be better off buying this one and getting the collection score from elsewhere because for £2 extra, I could probably go and get more points than buying him first owner here. One of the things that leaves me really tentative is that I feel like, and let's have a look at not this season, this guy is £6 right now, otherwise £5 even. £5 for his classic season. Whereas I'm looking at paying £20, 4x. Now, of course, I will have plenty of attempts over the next 8 months to win cash with NepentheZ and get that £20 back. But if I don't win enough back, I've just got another card that's worth fuck all in the gallery. Is this like Football Index? No. And like it's been a harsh lesson with some of the cards that I've bought that are worthless now. But it genuinely feels like I'm at that point now where I feel like I'm almost like expecting to get burnt. And so if I don't get 100% return on investment within a reasonable amount of time, I've basically I've just done it again. You only have to win £10 with him over the year. That's assuming that his price point stays at £5 for classic, because obviously next season you're going to have another 600, 700, 800 classic in-season cards become classic cards, which means the supply of him is only going to increase as classic, which means you would expect next season he's maybe worth £4 or £3 rather than £5 or £6. Have I earned anything from this? I've won a lot from this, yeah, but not more than I've invested. My overall journey on Sorare is a net positive, thanks to a couple of brand deals and the Sorare affiliate. But my exclusive Sorare journey is not great. Next year he'll also be 35. Actually, 30. Well, he's 33 now, but yeah. Point is, he'll be another year older. Yeah, fun does count, mate. I agree with you. Fun is a massive factor. Entertainment costs money. This is the sort of thing. This is literally the sort of thing that I would just spend money on, even if it didn't give a return. How many dumb things, like FIFA points, for example. How many times have you spent 20 quid, 50 quid, 100 quid on FIFA points, and you don't get anything in return? It's in that regard, it's a lot easier to be you spend money on entertainment, that's fine. I just want to, with the new system, I want to kind of build my strategies in immediately as to what I actually want to do going forward, rather than just kind of winging it as I'm doing now. And so now the deliberation I have is, do I want to get Borizato for £4 or £5? Because I'm sure somebody here would accept £4 for him. Or do I want to get his in-season at £18 and hope that I can win the cash back, not only with the regular Contenders League, but also the special that's coming up. got in-season Division 4. Wow. I actually might only have Division 4, Division 5, and Division 5. You know what? This might be a banging time for me. Yeah, I've got 2 Division 5 teams and a Division 4 team. We eating, baby. Give me those 6 quids. I saved up €100 from rewards. Would you just get some players on auction for my collection, or would you wait for a summer to buy in-season cards? I couldn't tell you how to spend your money, mate. Sorry. But you could tell by the divisions that I'm in that my contender situation is diabolical. I buy them classic. What have I got classic anyway? Limited. Got Armani. He's a big player. Yes, yeah, I have actually got this. Again, this is the issue, right? I've got a lot of. Oh, I hate the way I play this game. Like, I don't even use Ron Robert Zieler almost all the time because he's just a bad goalkeeper. But there's absolutely no point selling him now because the season's coming to a close. And so it would just make more sense to sell him at the start of next season when people are interested in picking him up again. If I was a smaller gallery, like selling 2 of him, getting £10 could like buy me a good card. But it's not like I'm sitting here needing £5. You can buy entire good stacks for €50 for classic. Yeah, well, so I'm interested. I'm genuine. Like, there's a difference though, isn't there, Pierre, of buying a good stack for €50 and being able to win with it? Because if you just bought a stack for €50, even if there was just quality players, especially at limited level, you're going to need the XP. Like, let's say I just bought this, not Borizzato. He's going to have 3.5% XP. That is shocking. Even if he scores 100 points, I'm at 103.5. Somebody else that scores like 86 points can get the same sort of points as me. Can you upgrade cards from limited to super rare? No, you can't upgrade them. You have to buy them. So hard to yield in classic. It depends on the team, doesn't it? Obviously, you can get boxes quite easily. You might struggle to get further than that. But if you do get some cards, well, again, the issue is if you're winning like tier 5s and tier 4s, they're just like, they're pennies now, aren't they? 50p, 70p, 80p. Like, you'll probably buy the entire Hazard split collection for €50 and just play it there week in, week out. Apart from the fact they're coming to a close of a season, which is why they're so cheap. Clubs is still on. It's just Ultimate Team there. Yeah, that's the Ultimate Team's what I want to play. I've no interest in playing clubs. Not today, anyway. Oh, I can't. Like Pierre, I do agree with you with like the collection side of things. One of the things that I've kind of done it in Premier League already. I've got Liverpool, I've got Arsenal, I've got Man City, and matchups favors massively. I already have like 2 of the So you said Hajduk Split have got good matchups, but they've only got they just don't have many matchups. That's the problem. 6 games. Slaven Rudez. Yeah, they've got 3 very good home games, 2 good away games, and then Lokomotiva are not easy. The point of me looking at J League and K League is to have utility for like the next several months. I think they do have like a little. It might even be a 4-week break. Got 7-1, 7-2, 7-3, 7-5, 7-7-9, 8-1. So there's a break there. I mean, like no game week 8-3. They have literally got games all the way up. They don't stop. They don't break. They have one week where they don't break. What time they're back on? 1 o'clock apparently. How do I find these J League and K League players? Just on the scouting thing on Sorare data. But I'm just so torn with what to do. I've got 2 options. I could either get like Naborizato and Kim Jin Hyun Classic, play them in the new J League thing anyway, and just get 3 other in seasons. Or I could get them in season and hopefully yield back with them. Or I could just get them Classic to play in Classic. But again, like if we look at the reward, Tender, Classic, let's say like Division 3. So like this guy here. For being 86th in a couple of boxes. So we've got Roger Martinez, worth £2. A couple of boxes. In season's got to be the way, isn't it? Because for in season, I didn't play any in season at all. In season 3, it is still go to the reward. Or do they not have the in season reward? Right. And in Division 3 again. Buy for podium. Take like. We got to keep both penalty saves. That's mad, isn't it? Servers are down in Italy. Servers are just offline, mate. Servers are offline. This guy's got a full Ulsan stack. Oh, see, this guy's doing full. See, this I like this. What he's doing, as well as liking what he's not doing, which is getting just big hitters. How far away was he being above 16 points and 18 points? The question I always ask is how much to spend. Say the keeper's worth 30 quid, 40, 75, 90, about £95 he spent for the whole team, and he's already won £64 back with it. I like this guy's gallery, though. I like the way he's got himself going. It's just a look at that. This is the other side of the coin that makes me think, you know what, the classic season is so much better. This guy's got 475 points. He's got a lot of high base scores, an 83, a 70, a 61, a 79, and an 88. And okay, he's only 23 points away from 17 quid. That would be really nice. But he is just, it's £5, 475 points. It's a lot. But not really if he's, you know, not really when he's picked these cards up for £3 and £3, £7, and then £10. And that's where the other flip side comes, isn't it? If you get a good, and that's why for Noborizotto, this in-season is very difficult to look at. Because it's not like he's like £5 or £8 or £12. It's £20, but obviously there's loads more utility. It doesn't take many of those £5 to £7 wins to start like cashing in. I think the key is to have 4 stacks, play the best 3 matchups each week. But so I saw Laird last week talk about not stacking, but having like vertical stacking, basically. Like, you know, imagine having 3 Armanis. Imagine having 3 Carlos Hills. Not that he's been great this season, and he hits so great, right? Just getting the smashes rather than the good stacks that work. He might win this weekend. Finished 70 points ahead of second. Ridiculous low scores in rare lower divisions. A couple of months ago, I accidentally deleted my manager's watch list. I couldn't remember who was on it, so I didn't put it back together. Challenger in season, that's 70 points ahead of second and third. Yeah, so you haven't got a full stack. You have got 3 from one team, which makes sense because you've got smashers. £131 for Muslera. Guilherme's worth like 40 quid or whatever. He's worth like 30 quid. Thiago Almalda, probably a bit more expensive. Dries Mertens, like 40 quid. The worry I have with like players like that is like there's just not a lot of utility now before they become old season. Their price just plummets. You think 3+2 beast is the way? Yeah, I do agree with that. I don't like that because probably every week one player will just bad fixture. But if you're getting the best players in the game, Pierre, doesn't matter, does it? Because also you can have a collection that has a great matchup. Like for example, Liverpool versus Palace would have been a priority for you. Doesn't mean shit. You know what I mean? Like, okay, Van Dijk got 80. Jesus, he ended up getting 80. That's mad. Alisson got 45. McAllister almost 60. But then Nunez and Salah, that I had at least, terrible. However, Van Dijk would be one of your players that you just put in all the time because his scores are just so good. So it didn't matter that he didn't win or have a great matchup, or had a great matchup but didn't do well, because he still got the mad score. Just trying to run 2, 3, 4 divs and playing properly 3 and 4. My gallery's all over the place. Yeah, mine is as well. Yeah. Yeah, Salah would also be one. Salah would be one that you'd put in as a smasher. Yeah. But when a team does succeed, like if we look at City, even when a team has a great matchup and goes off, there is no way you're picking the best. Like, first of all, Ederson's only got 40 points. Ruben Diaz has only got 63. He would be one of the guys that you'd put in. I don't think anybody would have put in Kovacic in a lineup, not a serious lineup. Maybe Gvardiol, maybe, but probably Ederson, Diaz, De Bruyne, Haaland, and one, right? And at that point, those scores aren't good enough. A 40, a 63, a 78, and a 63, plus whoever you pick. Even if you took a 100-point player, even if you had Doku or Kovacic, like, that is not enough points. PSV stacks popped off, but no one played their stacks that low down. Chelsea were the prime ones for this. Everyone had Gusto and has to have Jackson, even though he's not superb. Yeah, so who are you genuinely picking for Chelsea? Obviously, you're going with Petrovic. You're going Petrovic, Gusto, Caicedo, Palmer, Jackson. That is probably who you are taking as their 5. In fact, you have a guaranteed 150 in Palmer is a joke. He's not quite there, but he's... Yeah, I mean, that's insane, isn't it? That is insane. He's been such a good scorer for a long time. And that is why his in-season is still £360. And his in-season limited is £78. That's just too much, isn't it? You can get, like the other, I think Pierre said, you can get the full Hajduk split collection, 5% collection bonus and everything for 50 quid. And I reckon that would give you way more return than Cole Palmer at 78 quid. Like, I like, as you guys know, I like collections, right? And I got massively tied up in collections last year, which is why I've got a massive Jean-Bouc Motors collection, limited and rare, a massive Portland Timbers collection, a massive Final collection, which has done me well, to be fair, a massive Aurora Reds collection. I've got a massive Minnesota collection, massive Barcelona limited collection. Who else have I got? Like, quite a lot of. No one else really. Just those are like the main ones. And one of my positives for having these collections was next year they'll go and, even if they don't stay with the team, they'll go and be good or be playable somewhere else. What I didn't really account for, and what I should have had the foresight to see, is that, like, for example, these Jean-Bouc Motors cards, so many of them, Red X cards now. Like, if we just go to Club, in my cards, type in Jean-Bouc, go to Rare. We've now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 Red X's straight away. We've also got never plays, never plays, never plays, never plays, never plays, never plays. Not useful. Doesn't play. This guy did used to play all the time. Doesn't play now. And then of the cards that are decent, Song Min Kyu, like Jean-Bouc themselves aren't as good anymore. Red X means they're in an unlicensed league. The card, like Park Jin-seop, was so good. His scores were so good. look at these scores, man. Like, not that far back. During this phase here, he was so good. Then what's that? Who I can't remember who the manager was that came in, and he was just shit. Such a shit manager. And now Park Jin-seop is a bang average scorer, like a bang average scorer. And it's like one of the best players in the team that I paid a lot of money for and wanted to build the collection around is now no longer a good scorer, which means I can't even rely on him in my lineups. Yeah, I would love it if So Rare Data and So Rare as well. All I would like for So Rare Data is just give, next to this little plus for add to lineup, just put a little minus symbol next to it and have it as like delete from or like hide from options or whatever. I just want to click off all of the crap that I just don't care about. Did he lose decisives? Well, he was playing in midfield, so he did lose some assists, Josh, yeah, but he was playing in midfield before whatever his name is came. I can't remember what his name. Then he's got put back to centre back, but because Jeonbuk in general are just shit now, they concede way more goals. Do you think there's a much better chance Saudi League gets added now that they've got? To... Yeah, I do. I could see Saudi League getting put into contenders. But yeah, so actually, here's the flip side of collections, like you say, Denali, right? With Gustavo, actually, both Brazilian strikers are now in really positive situations. We've got Song Min Kyu still doing well. Cho Gusung's good. He's not scoring nearly as well as I thought he would do. Gustavo is hopefully going to be very good in Brazil. In China for Shanghai. He's got mad potential. And Rafael Silva is also back in Brazil and had a cracking first game for Cruzeiro. And so I'm very hopeful now that I've got 4 pieces from this collection that can do well. The problem is, especially for Gustavo and Rafael Silva at the moment, they're unreliable whether they're going to start or not. And then when we talk about building a team to actually put in, it's like they're not smashers. So you're never going to prioritize them. Like if I just looked at my general forwards for the division, if I look at my contender classic rare forwards, they're never going to be the priority, right? Idrissi at Brunetta, they're going to be the priority. Brandon Vasquez, maybe. Still Rosen, he might be like more of a priority, right? Then Cessigna, if he's fit, he'll be a priority. Barini, if he's fit, he'll be a priority. They're never going to be the priority. And so they also don't work in a collection anymore because they don't have the teams that they play for. And so it's a situation where it's like, these 2 cards are good and might offer some service in like a Division 3 or a Division 4 team, but they're kind of also just meh, you know? Yeah, I thought Del Rosen would have found his feet a bit better by now. Any update on server status? Coming back at 1 apparently, so 1 hour from. Why don't you sell them then? Because I'm stupid. That's pretty much it. There's a few reasons why I won't sell them. There's Gustavo. The other one's in the challenge. Damn, he's actually more expensive than what I paid for him. Rafael Silva's almost. I probably should sell them. Gustavo maybe not, right? Because Gustavo does have genuine potential to just be an absolute smasher in China, especially with Oscar, Wu Li, and Vargas. Like, you would expect Shanghai to be phenomenal goal scorers this season. Major Tomo, thanks for the tier 1, brother. Impossible for him to score bad if Oscar's playing every game. And that, yeah. And that's probably why his price is like reflected where it's at. Oh, just like look at how many players I've got. It's just like unnecessary to have this many players. Like Klaus, I was ready to pull the trigger on selling Klaus because I was like, look, he's not scoring great this season. You know, in fact, since he came back from his injury, he really hasn't scored great. He was great when he started. I bought him, then he got injured, then the season ended. Like, he's just not what I thought he was going to be. I thought he was going to be a big smasher, and I was like, all right, let me sell him. Then guess what? He scores. I'm like, all right, maybe let me not sell him. Maybe not let me not sell him. I really want Benteke. I really want Benteke. I think Benteke is going to have a phenomenal season. Just like I've watched a few DC games already this season now, and he just looks hungry this year. He looks different. He looks like he's either settled now or come to terms with the fact that he's an MLS player. I don't know, but he just looks a beast, man. He looks a beast. And because they've got 2 or 3 other players that are really good for scoring right now, Herrera and Cleek. Definitely Cleek. That's it's another Premier League caliber player, decent scorer. And then this Herrera, man, he keeps pulling out these big scores. It is based on decisives, but he'll be suspended next game, mind you. But yeah, so we compare Cleek and Benteke if I had him right. But then look at my midfielders first of all. We've got Hill, we've got let's ignore those. We've got Busquets, who is finally doing what I really thought he would do for Miami in that midfield role. He is starting to put up good scores every game. We've got Gressel. Herrera could probably be one that I sell. Cirillo, Abu Francis can go. Gunes should go. Pace Young Ho is part of a collection. Di Pietro probably should go. Kochu's really frustrating. I actually don't have that many MLS midfielders, to be fair. I was expected on the bench, is he, for Hector Herrera? And so when I look at this many midfielders, what's up, guys? Welcome to the stream if you're just tuning in. When I look at how many midfielders I've got, I'm literally like, do I need to buy more? Kochu, wherever he goes, he's back to his point best. Yeah, hopefully. 10 past 12, Jock saying. So the servers are projected to be up in 50 minutes. But then obviously, like, we look at in-season. And this, again, is where, like, my conundrum, once again, comes into play. I don't have an in-season goalkeeper, which isn't actually a problem because we can play a classic goalkeeper. That makes a lot of sense. Goalkeepers are expensive. But we don't have a goalkeeper that I like particularly too well. Steve Clark's a very good goalkeeper, but I really like pairing a goalkeeper with a defender. And that would mean I'd have to go and buy an in-season Houston defender. But Houston's defenders are just all shit. So that doesn't make any sense either. So then we look at who I've got. Okay, I've got Porteous. He's a good scorer, especially now they've got a new manager. Like, he's back in the team and scoring well. He's okay. He's okay, but I don't want somebody that's okay. I want somebody that has that, like, 100-point potential. We've got Maziz and Bardi. Now, I thought Bardi had a cracking matchup last game, and he did terrible. Like, I don't know, man. Is Bardi national team player? Okay, Bardi kind of looks half decent to keep just for national team games. And then we've got Guillagon, who's actually a decent scorer. But again, do I need decent scorers? I don't need scorers like this. That's for damn sure. That is for damn sure. Although they've got 2 games against UPenn, so maybe I should keep him. And then we've got Gunez, who's I think he started the last game, but again, just not the one. And then Yuksek, who's a reasonable scorer, but again, not good enough. Like, you know what I mean? I need those players that are going to be hitting 60, 70, 80 points. Like, this would be fine. Even this would be respectable, but Yuksek has just kind of fallen off a little bit. And then Akman is pointless. And then forward, we've got Chancellor and Dzeko. Like, winning Dzeko is actually decent for me because he gets points. So he's all right. Chancellor is nowhere near as good as what I thought he would be. I was thinking he was going to have a good season, but it looks like the revs are just terrible. And I've also got here's the issue with these as well. Gomez is all right. Pellegrino looks good. Didn't Pellegrino get another decisive off the bench? No, he didn't. Oh, he started the last game. Oh. Maybe I should be selling him. Maybe he's not what I thought he was going to be. Gomez guy as well. I don't think he's actually that good. Like, I would never buy this card. I would never buy this card. Tengstat doesn't get game time at the moment. Raman is terrible. And then that leaves, probably would be Chancellor there. See, this lineup, right, is terrible. It's just terrible. It's like, it might win a little cash reward here or there out, like, you know, unexpectedly. So then when we look at the players that we were just looking at, if I did have Benteke and Cleek in season to fill, even in the meantime, we'll keep Dzeko because he's all right. Benteke and Cleek there and there. That's decent. And then as a defender, Christ. Again, we would want somebody that has a lot of time available. So we'd go for wait, K-League's in Challenger. Is J-League in Challenger as well? Oh. Wait, is the MLS in Challenger? No, I can't get back. There we go, MLS. And then, of course, I'd want to keep it MLS kind of, wouldn't I? Because I want synergy with the games. Kai Wagner's going to still be decent this season. So we could put Kai Wagner in that last spot. K and J are both in contender. And then if I'm going to get Kai Wagner, surely I should actually go and get Blake. Oh, Blake got injured again, did he? Mate, he's had a load of injuries the last couple of, like, last season or so, hasn't he? Is Blake's injury a bad one? And then maybe I'll go and get, like, Gazdag or something as well. Or Carranza. Carranza's got maybe higher highs. Doesn't take pens, but... Thanks, Jason Powell. The Blake owner this season has been shit. Tough, man. Error that led to goal there. 3 games out. I think he got injured that game, didn't he? Another error led to goal there. Just sat out that game, I think. Injured against Minnesota. Didn't play against Nashville. Injured against Atalanta. Tough, man. O'Sullivan's been good. Ben Sullivan. Not me. So yeah, I look at this now and I think, would I be better off doing like Blake and Wagner in season, Kleek and Benteke in season, and then having the extra as anybody I wanted, because it obviously doesn't have to be in season. And I could just put like Carlos Hill or Hulk, or I wouldn't use that Boanga, but just use like somebody decent. Yeah, Ultimate Team's down. Servers are offline at the moment. Actually, Jason, thanks for becoming a member, bro. Appreciate that, man. Servers apparently up at 1 o'clock, mate. 1 o'clock. Or in 45 minutes. Oh, I just don't know, guys. I just don't know. I honestly don't know what to do. Yeah, that guy's like massively spiked in price right now, though. Eat Burgers, because the community is going wild for him. Actually, last time I looked, he didn't even have a card available. Yeah, I mean that's just not a price I'm really willing to pay. He's only hit 2 dark green scores. Like, people are going a bit crazy over him, in my opinion. Like, you don't know like how he ends up eventually like properly settling into the team. And then I'm like, should I not even get MLS keeper and defender combination? Should I get J League, K League keeper and defender combination? I just don't know what to do. There's almost too much. There's almost too much choice. Do you know what I mean? There's too many options. J and K can't play with MLS. Oh, J and K are in contenders. Yeah, I got you. You're right. You're right. It's odd. You'd need to go to Brazil, but Brazil don't have in season, do they? Or if they do, it's like not all of the I don't even think they have. What's their season? What's their thing called? They've got Palmeiras, have they? Am I being dumb? How can I not see the Brazilian league here? They don't have any Palmeiras players. Doesn't even look like they have any. They don't have any new season yet. So there you go. So we can't even do Brazil yet anyway. So I would probably go for 4 MLS here then. Maybe it's time for me to sell out of Steve Clark. Rare anyway. 110-ish quid for him. And that would allow me to buy Blake's old season at a very similar price. And then I'd get Wagner in season. Maybe I wouldn't. Yeah, I probably would. 200-ish quid for Wagner in season is actually reasonable. Yeah, Guzan and Brooks Lennon is a good combo. Shouldn't you just sell out most of the super rares? Yeah. But I just think the prices are too cheap. I like, you know, again, it's one of those situations where if I had to sell to buy, I'd probably sell them a lot easier. But because I don't have to, like, you know, I'm not like sitting here like that. Some of the super rares that I've got, like Raman, for example, right? Or this, no, not Lenetti, yeah, Raman. I was offered a lot for him a few months ago. Price went up to £100 because he transferred. But it's like this card has no place in my gallery, right? However, I probably wouldn't even get like 40 quid, 50 quid for him at super rare level. And there's just no point selling for that, because if he gets a good move next season, or if he gets a move where he just starts and stuff next season, he'll become a useful piece for me all of a sudden, or he'll become a sellable piece for me. I've only really got one quality super rare team. I'll show you it. Challenger Classic. We got Steve Clark, and then this is an issue, right? But Melling's always injured. Favreau. Don't know if I could ever come to sell Dennis Favreau. He's had his injury problems as well this season, but he's quality. He's still got a lot of games left as well, actually. 3, 6, 7, 8 games left, and international duty as well. Kenneth Powell has had a torrid time the last sort of like 6 months as well. He was getting back to it, and then a few injuries for him as well has been a bit of a problem. Getting back to it here, and then it's like, and again, it's like Kenneth Powell is too good for QPR. If he ends up going back to the Eredivisie, or to, you know, somebody that's not as shit as QPR, he's going to be good again. Because at Pek Zwolle, who weren't even a good Eredivisie team, he was decent at. He did play in midfield rather than in defence, mind you. But so I also quite like Gressel, because he is playing, as you can see here, since he's been at Miami, he hasn't missed a game. And I thought he might be a rotation risk, but it seems like he's a full-blown starter. So here we've got Gressel, and I'm content with him. Midfield area, again, we're a bit overburdened. We've got Busquets, who I'm liking right now. We've got Hector Herrera, who will definitely be in the team when he's back. Edelman can go. And again, here's the issue again, Pierre, right? Gonçalves, I don't understand what happened with him. He's joined Copenhagen. He was insane last season. Then this season, he can't even get into the team. And I don't get it. He's such a good player. He's barely getting minutes. He's barely getting starts. He's like being left on the bench in like tough games and stuff. Like he's just not it. And so £193 for this card here right now, I just don't think I would care to sell him for that, because I know that he's got quality and he's only 27. And so it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, there's almost no downside keeping him now. There can only be upside. The worst case scenario is he just stays a bit part player at Copenhagen. But I can't imagine that he would do that because he's just too talented for it. Edelman could probably sell, but and then again, I'm like, why would I sell him? £162. That was for his in-season. Old season is like maybe £150 for Edelman. Probably would actually be good to sell Edelman, to be fair. Match fitness has been not match fit for that whole time. I don't know. I was in a lineup. But I've got quality midfielders. I've got, Haney Mukhtar as well. Jesus Christ, man. Nashville again this season. Terrible. Look at Haney's scores, man. Awful. It's tough with that. And then up front we've got Dedi Bouanga and Marquinhos now as well, which is nice. But yeah, again, all of these players, not all of them, but like Slimani, I would love to sell. Because he's 35 years old now, not getting any younger. Probably get, I should probably get 100 quid for him. But who's buying? This is the question now. Who's buying Slimani super rare right now? Realistically, what move could happen for Gonçalves that will increase its price within a year? Like literally anywhere he goes as a starter. But there's quite a lot of really good players playing outside of the top 3 Portuguese teams. I can't remember exactly which team it was, but there was one team and I was like, oh, he plays for them? And he's doing, so even if he went back to Portugal and played for like one of the next best teams, I'm going to try and find it, because there was one team specifically that had 2 or 3. De Luis is pretty decent. He's a bit old. Can't remember who it was, but there's a couple of like, click on Premier League. Guy? Yeah, this is one of them. Look at this guy, Aruca. Mate, he is smashing. I don't think anyone in... Yeah, look, but what you're saying there, Pierre, is literally why I won't sell him at this price. No one in Portugal outside top 4 could afford him, which indicates he has value, right? And so, yeah, he could go to China, he could go to Japan, he could go to Brazil, like, he could go to, like, Netherlands, like, he could go to Saudi, and that would obviously kill him. That would be worst case scenario. But, like, basically, with somebody like Gonçalves, there's only a couple of things that could go so significantly wrong with him that I would regret not selling him even just for like 50 or 100 quid. But there's so many things that could go his way that would either make him a really good piece to have in SO5 or more valuable to actually sell. So there's just a lot of upside on him. But in terms of like competitive super rare teams, we have, this is decent. No, it's nothing crazy, but I do think it will win boxes and potentially rewards here or there. You know, there is going to be some weeks where Bouanga, Mukhtar, and Clark all pop off, and Gressel and Busquets get decent scores, and I'm like, find myself getting a tier 3 super rare. It's just going to happen. I could definitely refine this, and I might, right? But I think super rare is like one of the last things for me to refine. And then for champion super rare, if only Providel wasn't injured, and I don't know how long he's injured for. The Brit, thanks for the prime, brother. I've got I've got a good team. I genuinely like my team. Could use the Declan Rice there. Again, this team would it's getting to the point where it's going to be too late now if Providel doesn't come back and have some games in him. But this team would just win rewards. It just would. It would just win rewards. Might not be common, might not be regular, might not be often. Yeah, Hector Herrera to go into that other team as well. And then the contenders super rare. Contenders rare. We've obviously got Langerak, who should be back now. He had an illness, didn't he? I don't have a defender. I bought Dennis Apaya, and he got injured. I think he's out for the rest of the season. Goriaran, although he's been shit. Brandon Vasquez is not, but I in my head I had anticipated Preciado would be one of my players, but doesn't really help. Again, it's not a great team, but it's only a couple of pieces away from being a good enough team. Early doors, Providel has been linked with a move away as Lazio wants to cash in on a good season. Yeah, I'd be content with him getting sold on. Injured. Unlucky. Yeah, server's still down, unfortunately. But yeah, my super rares aren't in a great spot. I'm not even going to try and pretend. Even when you look at the extras that we've got here, right? We've got and I don't know if there's any no game players. No, Rios Reyna's garbage. Zambrano's got potential. He's back now as well after his doping scandal. Locadia and Preciado, there's no point selling them. There's Champion Classic. This is where I've got a lot of players that are pointless. Ocampos, pointless. Nkunku, pointless. Linetti, pointless. Hack, pointless. Vitinho, pointless. But if Burnley go down, he could be good. The Arsenal players I wouldn't get rid of. Toljan, pointless. Kamara, pointless but injured. Felipe, retiring, so I won't be able to sell him. Lovren, kind of waiting for him to move. Marco John, waiting to come back from injury. Low, pointless. Holding, I won't sell. I could possibly get some decent decent prices, but probably not now. You know what I mean? Because again, the only people that would be buying classic or in-season super rares coming towards the back end of the season are people that are looking to get a steal. I'm not going to be selling them for a premium. I would rather just wait, hold on to them and wait for them to be wait for transfers to happen or not happen and things like that. But it's one thing that I just haven't done that I really need to do is actually spend some time when the new season starts going through and selling things. And that's what I've been awful with this time around. I'd like to start in contender. Contender in season rare. We've got Roman. Why is Bernauer expected to be on the bench? I just don't understand. You could try to let Felipe for the Japanese goalkeeper. I could, yeah. Kim Jin Hyun. I almost feel like nobody would accept it. There's no, yeah, nobody in their right mind is going to accept a Felipe super rare that honestly is probably worth like £2, if that. Just send it to all of them and see what happens. No, because what if he decides that he's not going to retire, goes to Brazil for one last hurrah, and becomes one of the best centre-backs on the game? Contender in season. I'm going to put Sorare in there. I've given him some for free, Fun Gallery. Send him to Footballer's Retirement Home. Wait, is that gallery, is it? He just pays like 25p for any card, does he? That's pretty mad, isn't it? Do you know what, though? I quite like what he's doing. Because he's paying 25p for every single card. And you just never know. You just never know, right? If, like, when something changes in the world, obviously they're not going to come out of retirement or anything, but how many, like, Panini cards of retired players are worth loads? You know what I mean? Like, there's literal collector's items. You just never know when that player is going to be so valuable. He might even have some really good, like, players for collections and things like that, and he's going to be the one that's holding them all. It's a really, really fun strategy, to be fair. Gasmich AAA. Is Vardy. Braithwaite. Hero. If Braithwaite's, like, I bought Braithwaite for a game week, and I've held on to him ever since. He's the sort of player that I really should, like, sell back on again. £25 for in season. I sent £61. That's the utility dipping again, man. He's basically becoming like now it's like, is it even worth selling? Let's see the last Felipe super rare trade. Melkerson and Success. Sinan Bolat. You know what it looks like? It looks like he's like added him in after the fact, and the guy's accepted wrongfully because all of the other players are garbage, worthless players. Even Felipe, like, he's not actually worth £66. Probably a multi-account. There's multiple trades between them. Is there? Fair enough. That'll be it then. See, straight away here, guys. Right, this is where I'm like, I need a new in-season rare contender forward. I need it because Leo Roman is whatever, goalkeepers or whatever. Sorare is AAA, Najazmic is AAA. I've got NepentheZ as AA or Baturina. I do like Baturina's odds as well, but NepentheZ is at home. And it's like, I'm foolish to not put a quality forward in here. Who was that striker that I looked at? Perez. Yeah, I don't really want to be buying players that are about to be out of season. I just don't. £61 for his in season is about in keeping with what it's going with. Who have they got left? They've got Istra, Gorica, Rijeka, Varazdin, Lokomotiva, and Zagreb. They've got like 5 reasonable games. They were top of the table for a while as well, weren't they? I don't think they are now. I think they're 3rd or 4th now. 4th, yeah. They have scored a whole bunch of goals. mad that Rijeka are top, isn't it? Hajduk have really like fallen down the pecking order as well. So who have they got? They've got Istra and Gorica. So they've got the 9th worst team and the 6th worst team, which actually, like, basically anyone from 6th and below is terrible. They've got Varazdin, which is also down there. Then they've got Rijeka and Zagreb and Lokomotiva, who are right below them. So they've got like 2 tough games, 1 like reasonably tough game, and 3 easy games. I know he stacks within the Jasmich, but I already have Lovric, and he's also one of these weird Donnies, man. Look, he was like he has he has periods where it's like, okay, this guy's legit, and then he's like, he comes on, gets 35 minutes, bags 2 goals to win them the game against Rudez, gets benched again. Am I going to play FC today when it's back, mate? Yeah. And so I don't think it would be appropriate to spend £60 on a player that only has 6 games left and then becomes classic. You won the Jasmich. Yeah, me too as well, actually. You bought Lovric for 70p off those 2 goals limited. It was meant to be back at 11, not 10, yeah. But they delayed it till 1. What I'd be better off doing here is buying an in-season forward that I actually want to transition into with a team. I'm building here. And that would be one of the J-League or K-League guys. I like this guy a lot. Because he plays attacking midfielder, but he's got a forward card. So his AA is really good, and he gets decisives. But he doesn't have any in-season cards on the market. Name. So rare. Come on, man. £460. Get someone from a Div team that will then go into champs, like Bundesliga 2. Me? No. Is it maintenance a new patch? I don't know what it is, mate. I wouldn't mind Mitsuta, but mate, somebody's literally insta-bought it. People are so stupid. J-League and K-League are just overpriced. Yeah, I mean, he's already overpriced anyway, but this guy's paid £351 insta-buy. It's just crazy. Yeah, because of the specials. I get why. I do get why. The only other thing I can do is go for a AAA pick score forward and see if I can get like somebody real cheap. Got third day. He's a solid player, isn't he? Yeah, good AA. Get some decisives. They're at home to Sampdoria. Sampdoria haven't been great this season, but they are a good team. Still got 4 games afterwards. Got Karaman from Schalke. He's not bad. He really like fits. He's decent, But I feel like I'd rather just use somebody I've already got. I mean, his AA is very good if he gets a decisive as well. He's at home to Tyrol and then away to Tyrol. Altac, Lustenau, Wack, and Linz. Damn, he's actually got 5 games afterwards as well. He's probably like primary choice right now. But for in season, we're looking at £153. Just, I don't want to pay £153 for an in season player for 6 games. Mitsuta's there as well, hilariously. Ivanovic. Remember Mendy? I think I had his card last year. And then I might even have it now if he's gone. No, I must have sold it. Mendy last year was banging, wasn't he? They're in the lower league split, so good fixtures. Matanovic is not bad. And makes sense because I've got Wanetczek as well. Who have they got? Hertha, Nuremberg, Rostock, Hanover, Elfsberg. They've got good matchups as well. How much is his in-season card? Doesn't exist. Brilliant. Matanovic will return to Frankfurt. I guess Kajiashvili won't have an in-season card either, will it? I'm not really looking for next season with these. It's all about this season. Mires might be the best option, to be fair. £61, 6 games to go, 3 very good, favourable games, and links with Najasmic for me. God, did Najasmic play centre-back that last game? Jesus. I did not know that. Although Najasmic hasn't really been... Even Najasmic isn't really a player that I'm looking... Like, he's got a great matchup because they've got Istra at home, but... I literally can't even... Like, the J-League and K-League players are pumped in price, but also anyone with good fixtures is pumped in price. It wouldn't feel smart buying someone like Fit. Because although he's obviously a good player for the league he's in specifically, and they've got very good matchups because they're in that bottom half split, he's just way too expensive. Way too expensive. Like for £153, I'd rather go and buy 2 brand new limited contender collections. Servers aren't back up yet, mate. I'm afraid, no. The Simic as well, man. Brilliant. What a guy. I don't have too many choices. Braithwaite's got a really good matchup. But he's even been a bit out of form recently as well. Hasn't scored in like 4 or 5 games. Went for a nice little purple patch there. And Zvizvarde, if he starts, probably has the best matchup and gets that link with NepentheZ. Probably better off just doing that. Yeah, I have Zvizvarde, but he missed last game from illness, so I wasn't sure if he was going to like walk straight back into the team or not. And contender in season rare team 2. Telling me I don't have any players. Happening. got LeJoncor Bernauer. Gorjaran, not interested in. Cardew's not very good. It's just a shit lineup, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Which is like 2 weeks. This company is ridiculous. I hope they will give us some compensation for this. The thing is, though, THACPEZ, is like on the flip side, you're complaining about something that's wrong in the game. You know what I mean? Like you're like, oh, why can't this company fix insert problem A, B, or C? And then when they take the game offline to fix insert problem A, B, or C, you're saying this company's so bad, I want compensation for them doing something that ultimately I would have wanted to be done. It doesn't make sense. Like we can't have it both ways. You know what I mean? We either want them to fix the problems within the game, or we don't. All companies have downtime on games. Yeah. make it worse. Do they? Do they? I don't know if they do. That team's just not very good. That's not even worth putting in, is it? That's one of those teams where it's like, I'm taking Ilgu Park and Baturina away from good lineups for no real good reason. Training lineup though. Can be, yeah. But these are the lineups that I've like got to start actually filling out with players that make sense. Because again, there's like I've got so many goalkeepers for this division. Obviously, Cavallina's got a tough matchup. Soriano's got a tough matchup. Jose Caro's got a good matchup. Dominguez too, but I don't know if he was going to start now. You know, I would go Dominguez and Quintero. And now we've got, see, now it's like, now I could put Baturina in here. Or I could put Texiera in here. He's got a great matchup. Idrissi's got a great matchup. Full time. Hey, Solyong Vu can't get points at the moment, can he? On tackle, no net duels, nothing offensively. Obviously, it's a tough game against the Marinos, I suppose. There's Pop again with 51 points. See, this forward situation is a bit of a problem. Gustavo, if he starts, has a crack on my days. Okay, I could honestly have some serious contender lineups for Classic. That is a big lineup. I don't care what the thing says. I know there's all away games, but that's a big lineup. No FIFA today, mate. It's been down. Then we've got Nishikawa. Wait, Soriano's got 48% chance of clean sheet at home to first in the table. We go Nishikawa. I don't have any other Reds players to link with him, so we're going Gadju. Happy with that. Canales, Zulj, decent. Nep play FIFA. Yeah, Peter, don't be brain dead. Cheers, mate. Bathroom. £510 for Kim Jin Hyun. Don't now know if I want him or not. I do want him. I just don't know if I want in season with him. This lineup here isn't a bad lineup. It's just 5 randos together, which isn't even necessarily a bad thing either. If you want in season, I'd wait until after the special. But what if I had in season during the special and won enough to cover the depreciation costs afterwards? Oh, he's sold it, hasn't he? That wasn't the person that DVD. It was Crito. Somebody else bought him. And now it's just this in season 1 here. I don't mind that as a lineup, to be fair. It is good. It could win boxes, could win cards. Then Contender Classic Team 3. And this is where you see, like, where I haven't got too much of an issue here, because obviously Langrak will go into a different, like, a super air lineup, maybe even like Cap 240 or something. I've got 2 goalkeepers that are about to lose utility. And then I've got 3 goalkeepers that are about to lose utility. Then I've got Armani and Ilgu Park, who can go into Classic, in season. Armani against Boca is probably not a smart play, is it? So it's probably going to be Jose Caro in there. Probably go with Quinteros. All these piles of crap, man. Server's still down, yeah. Storavec, thanks for the 2 months. If the servers aren't up in the next 5 minutes, guys, I'll probably just end and come back after I pick the kids up from school. Known as Canales. I don't have another good striker. Maybe I do. Maybe it's like just waiting for the news to come in for some of these guys. Songmin Q is probably the best option. And then that leaves me, look how much extra players I've got. Some of these are collection pieces. But so many of these are just cards that are just so shit. Like this Matteo Ricci, when he was in the Turkish league, he was decent. I think I paid £100 for him. £127 I paid for him. He's actually done decent in terms of rewards, to be fair. But I'd be lucky to get £1 for him now. Again, it's a situation where it is not even worth selling him, because I know he can play at a decent level. Like he's played in the Serie A, for crying out loud. There's no way he's just going to be, fall into oblivion. Back in there. Ben White. Maybe not Ben White. He's got too much. Got Goriaron on a 39. I'm possible home to Mallorca's bad. That's a. Let me delete it and see what the date would suggest. White, Gori, Bio, Gabriel, Langrak's mad. Nep, you got FIFA in the title. Yeah, you actually read the title, you'll know why we're not on FIFA. Champion rares under £5 with good history is a madness to me. Always a good chance they move elsewhere to second team, smash it again, or not even just smash it. Even if they just start playing regularly, they'll 2x, 3x, 4x in price, won't they? Like, you know what I mean? You buy an X sort of like top 5 league starter for a couple of quid or so. It's one of those situations again where there's just almost no downside. How long left until it's done? I don't know, mate. When I first started streaming, it was projected for 11 a.m. UK time. Then it got extended by 2 hours. The fact that it's still not up, like I said, if it's not up by like 5 past or so, I'm probably just going to end stream. I've got a few bits I wanted to do anyway, and I'll just come back when it's on. D24 is not FIFA. Do I have a title for FIFA? FIFA back 1 p.m. You know what I mean. Yeah, probably. There's a fair few methods of generating, isn't there? Have a look. I'll try and log in, guys. And if it doesn't log in, it will end up just being a Sorare stream. I'm not even going to respond to this, guys. It's quite on Twitter. Like, I asked if people have saved packs for Team of the Season. And this guy's just responded, it's quite pointless during Team of the Season when you're usually guaranteed Team of the Season cards from just playing the game. It doesn't make it pointless to save packs, but fair enough if that's your opinion. Unless, of course, EA FC is your life. Then I guess the addiction to packing cards is too much for an addict. Where did that leap come from? It's gone from you either don't save packs because it's pointless, or you're an addict. That's it. Doesn't look like I'm on. I mean, it looks like it's trying to log me in, but you thought it was one and it was back up, and me too, mate. Thought it was going to be back up now. Well, tough, innit? Yeah, the server's supposed to be up now. How come it's down? They just had server maintenance. All other game companies announced maintenance. So did EA, to be fair. Remix, did you have to change your tune when nobody bought your lies about being on the game? You have to pretend that you was just joking. Chris, thanks for the ride, brother. Did you forget to get on the secret content creator server? I did, yeah. I missed out. Herod, thanks for the 3 months, man. Holiday for daily Evos. Oh, hoping for daily Evo during team of the season. Wouldn't that be nice? They need to retire and let someone else make the game. Nothing is stopping anybody else from making a game. Connor, thanks for the prime, brother. I don't know what to say, guys. I know I'm going to end up going offline and it will come straight on, but I was only going to stream till like 2 anyway, because I've got to go and get the kids from school. And so we're getting to that territory where it's like, I don't even know if I've... Apparently it's been changed to 3 p.m. UTC. Apparently, according to... They're saying 2 o'clock now. I don't see that. Where did they say it's up till 2? They didn't say that. Yeah, I can't see it at all anywhere. Yeah, I think even though we're gaining viewers, a bit mad. I think we're just going to call it there, guys. I'll be back at about 3:34 if it's back. But I'm not going to sit around waiting for it to come back. When I've got some things I need to get done anyway, so I can go and do those now. Come back a bit later. We'll try one more time if we get him. Nope. Yeah, I'll be back in a bit, guys. I'll be back when it's live. Hopefully sooner rather